Welcome to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Join us as we share our favorite RPGs, one-shot games, tabletop games, reviews, and convention panels. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim here.
And Kelly.
And we got lucky, we got some game in. We just wrapped up doing our Padawans of the Old Republic. It was fun. Good things happen.
And we all have kyber crystals now. We can all use real lightsabers.
All of you young children have graduated from stun sabers to real lightsabers.
Yep.
And when the adults show up, you Padawans are going to scare them about how much you've leveled in just like a week. It's like you've only been on this planet.
Wait a minute. You took down how many Sith? What?
No, there's no Sith. The Sith don't exist in the Old Republic.
It's like ROUS
or High Republic.
I don't believe they exist.
Yep. So the prompt of the day is familiarity.
Well, a lot of people have familiarity with specific games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, hey, I'm going to say it, familiarity, mages, they get familiars. That,
yeah.
Hey, there's a correlation there. So,
are you kidding? I'm excited about the Arcane Unleashed D&D book coming out. It's going to have more familiars. And
more familiars.
From
Yay.
what I've heard from people who went to Gen Con and got familiar with the book on the way home, there's feats that let you do things to your familiars.
Okay, that just sounded wrong.
Well, it lets you change your familiar on the fly rather than dismissing them and resummoning them. So there's going to be some interesting
really?
Yeah. So they're doing some stuff to bump up the arcane types there, which I'm interested about.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
the arcane some...
Does that mean Dax has to take a level of wizard instead of bard? Since I utilize Cliquay, my familiar?
Yes, perhaps.
I mean, I did go to wizard school. I just decided to become a bard instead of a wizard.
You also went to druid school. Make up your mind.
My bard believed in studying abroad. And when you can take those feats to dip in other schools, you do it.
Well, and when you're a changeling,
You're very fluid with things, and you get a little flighty. And you hear that the bards know where the best peyote is.
You kept changing. Changeling is the type of student that constantly changes their majors.
15 years into college, and you've almost settled down on a for real major.
Exactly.
Screw you, student loans.
Jack of all trades. Familiarity with all, master of none.
So for my familiarity, I will say in D&D and other RPGs, please be familiar with your class and their abilities. So if it's spells, I don't really expect my players to be able to spit off verbatim every time what spell they're casting, but I do want them to know where it is in the book, because I'm all about the reference books, where in the book it is to find that spell, and be familiar with locating it before you sit at the table and say, I cast blah, blah, blah. Because that way, you're not slowing things down. I don't mind slowing things down, but sometimes you want that momentum to keep going, blasting, explosion, all the excitement, the things are happening because that warrior that's right after you really wants you to do that fireball so he can move in and mop up what's left.
Yeah, no, and that's one of the reasons why like I always bring the 5.5 book because
Hmm.
spells are different.
Spells have changed,
But
yeah.
I have an app for 5e spells,
Hmm.
and I can even assign them by character. So all my characters who have are casters have their own little section, and I can assign the spells to them. So I have quick reference to it, and I can look in just one little place to see what I want to, which one might fit the situation the best. I don't have an app for the 5.5. I'll have to see if they do make one uh, to do that same type of thing because it's a little harder. There is
Mm.
a web page that you can do, but it's really, really awkward. I don't like using it.
They're
But I
still
do like
enforcing those
having the book
copyrights.
handy, the
Hmm.
handbook for quick reference of spells because they do change from the two different versions.
Hmm. They've
So
definitely made tweaks and things.
exactly. They're very similar in certain instances, but sometimes now instead of it being you have to touch them, oh, it's ranged. You
Hmm.
know, uh, that can make a big difference.
And since we're both playing now the 2014 and the 2024 D&D, it's just you make sure you're familiar with the differences.
Yes, or at least familiar where I have familiarity as to switching between the two.
Not looking
Especially
the
since
game
I'm playing
back.
in cleric for both, right?
Uh-huh. It's like, wait a minute, I know this spell for bread and butter. Oh, wait, no, it's 5.5
No,
we're playing.
which version am I in? So I've not made it a secret. I am I like the 5e 2014 better than I
Hmm.
like 2024.
Hmm.
Um I'm more familiar. I have more familiarity with it, but I just like
Lovely.
it better.
Hmm.
There's way more options.
I mean, I got to
Especially
admit,
when it comes to clerics.
the 2024 is going to is going to happen for me, even though I was grognard and neckbeard and refused to do it. But now that World of Warcraft is coming out for it, it's like, oh, I want to see the new classes. I want to see how they make the Death Knights and WoW, and
Yeah, I want to
WoW
see how
Demons.
they translate it.
I want to see the Ranger Demon Hunter because that just sounds smexy. And the fact that one of the, I think, from what I've heard the hints of, for an enhancement shaman, it's actually going to be a barbarian shaman of the elements,
Really?
which could totally work
Ooh, I
for a
wonder how
dual
they're
wielding
doing.
mace carrying shaman that's all about the melee, melee, melee. That totally screams barbarian.
And I know it's not a popular class,
Hmm.
affliction locks. I like affliction locks.
Hmm.
I'm interesting to see how well they, how they translate the different ones.
And apparently, in the arcane book, they're bringing more pets. Like, apparently, from what I heard from someone who was reading it, the Arcane Unleashed has Necromancy School for Wizard, where you actually have an undead familiar as your zombie or skeleton that's always with you. So it's more on par with the familiarity of the Necromancer. So I'm wondering if
Yeah, that's
if the
creepy.
the WoW locks are going to be anything like that, you know.
I just, because currently in Midnight World of Warcraft, if you're a warlock, the guards in Silver Moon City will sometimes come by you and says, if your pet, gets out of line, we're gonna put it down, or if you're a shadow priest, they're
Hmm.
like they look at you funny with the void energy surrounding you, and you know, I'm like, okay, the NPCs, yeah.
Hmm. I'm definitely liking how they did what they did originally with the Death Knights of people spitting at you until you join the group to now everybody's got a little bit of that. So like when you're playing a paladin, everybody cheers at you or smiles at
I
you.
know. Like, hey, thank you, Paladin.
Thank you for your service, paladin. Keep the light well cooking.
Or a holy priest.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's like, I tend to play like warlocks. If I play a priest, it's, a shadow priest.
I mean,
So I'm
it's
always getting
because they're
side
pretty
eye.
pretty.
I do love paladins, though. I do love
hmm
paladins.
It is nice having survivability.
Yeah.
But I will look forward to taking my familiarity of World of Warcraft and my familiarity of D&D and mushing them together.
Yummy mush. Mush away.
Especially since the lead WoW designer on one of his interviews was talking about he wanted to make sure this book will let you play in any era of Warcraft you want. So
Ah, see, now that's nice.
they've got all the races up to midnight, they've got all the classes up to midnight, so you could in theory play in the Warcraft games eras, before the actual World of Warcraft happened, or you could play right up to midnight because they've got that all expanded and released.
Yeah.
So
But
that's gonna be
I
cool.
do like that they're focusing on Lich King,
Mhm.
which was one of my favorite
It's
expansions.
generally most loved expansion in the entire game was everybody wants to go kill the Lich King.
Well, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I loved Burning Crusade because we got pretty elves. We
Thank you
got the
so
blood
much.
elves. Me likey. Uh, so I did enjoy, and like I can remember the first time I went to Outlands and like the sky and everything, and then oh wait, I wasn't playing with sound and got squished by a fell reaver
Ooh, when you hear that
because
Fell
I
Reaper and
didn't hear
Outlands
it
go,
coming because I didn't have the speakers on, and I'm like, what just happened? Now I'm very familiar with it, and every time I go there, I like often will just kill it just because.
because
Like,
yes,
that's what you get.
this is for all the wanton slaughter of killing low-level players.
Exactly. Here I am, like looking up at this, you know, sky that hadn't seen it. Like, what happened? I'm dead.
Beautiful sky filled with twirls of void in the nether, and then all of a sudden you get smashed.
Exactly.
It
But
reminds
I
me of the
did
old
love
EverQuest
Lich King.
days with
So,
the giants. Yeah, Lich King is one of the best expansions.
hmm I very much enjoyed it. I still enjoy it actually.
And we have great
And when it came out for
familiarity.
Classic,
Oh yeah.
I was playing Classic again.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yep. We
It's
will
still a
be
lot.
starting a group for that when it comes out in November. I'm just saying.
Hoot, yay.
Yeah, yeah. I keep saying I'm gonna cut down on games and I start adding more games back to the menu.
I know.
I mean, I do know, like Sandy's wanting when we finish Candela Obscura. Finally, she's like, "What can we play next? I want to play some D&D or some Scion." And I'm like, "That's a good question. Ask the group."
Yep. So we're gonna have to do a vote.
Yep.
I know we did one like a year ago, but
Yeah, it was like 8 months ago, but then the game just kept lingering on, and we didn't get no head movement, and then schedules, and then school, and then summer, and then
schedules were crazy.
schedules went
Yeah.
crazy. But we are almost
Like
done with that case. I'm thinking one solid session away from finishing the final case, unless you guys want to go find out what happened to Reggie.
well, we know where he is. We're gonna rescue him anyways.
Okay, 2 solid sessions later to be completely done with Save Regic, if he can be brought back.
But we're coming up on the boss fight. Music. Dun 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 dun.
You've made some friends. You're all realizing this place is horrible, and
Boss
some people are
fight.
sus. And today, on the 25th, our PDFs of Renegade Games' Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG have been released for the Kickstarters. And you have in
New
your hand,
achievement!
you
You have unlocked the RPG. Yet another one for your collection. Reward? No shelf space.
You should write that
No, but
down.
it's the
That's a good
PDF,
one.
so it's the PDFs. Oh.
We still have like 6 months before hard copies get made and get sent
Before
out.
hard copies come.
But you do have a copy of the starter set, all the starter set tools, and the base book, which is a massive 600-page plus tome.
Yep. So, crawlers, get out there and kill, kill, kill. I just finished book 7.
Oh, now you're in for book 8.
Yes. But Parade of Horribles, I think, is the title.
Yeah, the Parade of Horribles.
Yes. So
And
I
in
got
the
to
book,
start
it
that
does
one.
describe what that means.
Well, it usually does.
Yep, there's always that one little reveal of what the title actually means. And did
Mm-hmm.
you know I've got a video of facts you didn't know about Matt Dinneman and Dungeon Crawler Carl? Did you know when he wrote the first 2 books, he was actually going across country doing a cat prize tour?
A
Where
what?
you know, the cat shows? The actual bring your animal to
Oh.
a show for judging?
Well, hello, Princess Donut,
That totally
Grand
explains
Champion,
it.
Princess Donut, Queen Anne Chunk, Best in Dungeon.
They don't elaborate why he was following the cat pageant circuit, but yeah, that
Research? No,
explains
I don't know.
that explains why he is so intimate about what it's like to take prize cats out to shows.
That's awesome.
And originally, Princess Donut was not supposed to be sapient or sentient.
Well, I'm glad they changed that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to show you that little video when we get together next time. You know, in about 10 minutes. Because we can
And
thank
cats don't shoot laser beams out of their eyes, Carl, but there we are.
Dan for shooting me the clip of like 10 things you didn't know about Dungeon Crawler Carl. Because yes, we've gotten all of our friends reading the series and consuming it,
And
I
he's a local boy.
he is from Tucson, Arizona. I'm hoping Tuscan reaches out to him for maybe next year. Not that he has got the free time now that he's doing the con
I
circuits.
know. He's probably hella busy.
I mean,
But
it's going on my Tucson Comic Con list because there's a comic book for Dungeon Crawler Carl now.
yeah.
I would love to see him at
I
Tucson
do like
Comic-Con
how the
next year.
fact that the graphic novel asked Matt Dinneman, hey, we know that Princess Donut is a tortoiseshell Persian, but that's too hard to draw, consistently.
Mhm.
Can we make her a white Persian cat? And he said, okay.
The artist asking for, please may I have artistic license to not lose my freaking mind and hand drawing this thing and trying to reproduce it 100% every time because we all know someone's going to call you out on
Exactly. It's like, that's not what Princess Donut looks like.
it. Wait a minute, they put Rogue's white streak on the wrong side?
But hey, you got permission.
Yep. As,
Over up, Buttercup.
as long as you have the familiarity to ask permission, things go in the direction you want them to, see?
Exactly. So
That, and if you ever
well,
have questions at the game table, feel free to ask someone who has better familiarity of the rules or the setting, but still make their answer yours. You know, it's you're not just asking the local rules lawyer at the table to get the answer. Take the answer and make it yours. Because like I always love what my GM says, and what does that spell look like? Since this is the first time we're seeing it cast. Because
well, you always use that. It's like, well, describe what does it look like when you do this?
I like throwing that in there because in your player's head, you know what the thing looks like, but the rest of us, just like when the GM doesn't give you more details, you don't really know unless the players are saying, oh God, please don't tell me more."
Some do. Sometimes I'm like caught off guard, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This is what it's gonna look like.
Sometimes you get the inspiration.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
And then sometimes people say, "Swashbuckler, tell us about that bodice."
My A ridiculously fancy bodice. I know the description said ridiculously fancy cape, and I'm like, no. I have a ridiculously fancy bodice with lots of embroidery, colors, and just looks with a silk, blousey pirate shirt, and yeah, no, I definitely I went for the pirate meets bard.
And even when you're playing a one shot, it's okay to have familiarity with the character that you want them to look like.
Yeah, hopefully they become more familiar. And we have another game because that was fun. I had never played Rapscallion before, and I very much enjoyed it.
I do like it because it's got some of the best tropes from so many pirate games, but the dice mechanics system is so fast and quick. We know if you missed, you succeeded, but something happened, or if you please describe to the table exactly how that looks. Because exactly what you said happened completely in your favor. And it's basically, it gives you that whole, what I like about Genesis, the whole you succeed or you fail or something good happens, because you can opt to I didn't succeed but something good happens.
Something awesome happened.
Godot Powered by the Apocalypse and Rapscallion is a fantastic RPG. Came out last year. It may have been the year before the original Kickstarter came out, but the actual book came out from Magpie Games, who will be at RainCon this year. They're going to be running a bunch of stuff.
Yay!
As they always are, because we love them.
Yes. I mean, I had some really great times with the different games that they offer. Plus, Avatar Legends.
Avatar Legends, the new Kickstarter starting for that for the Spirit World expansion. I loved how the Uncle Iroh expansion came out because it gave a cool Jasmine Island and a cool thing of
Iroh's Stories or something.
Yep, Iroh's Stories. So here's a location you can use in any Avatar era. So here's during this era who the baddies were, during this era who the baddies were, and who the masters are you can find on the island to teach cool martial arts. Because everybody loves the cool martial arts and the bending. So, are you good? Is there anything else you want to drop an honorable mention besides RainCon coming October 3rd?
No, I think that just about covered the topic of discussion.
And I will say next week, September 4th, Tucson Comic-Con.
I know.
Lou Ferrigno, William Shatner.
I'll be running a couple demos at the Tucson Steampunk Society table.
All kinds of fun stuff's going to be happening.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. I'll say that's a good place to wrap it up there because I have familiarity with saying that.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Playing Podcast Network. If you enjoyed our show, please check out D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Ragnarok Enroll a Scion Hero to Ragnarok Story. Also, check out our Patreon page for more content and behind-the-scenes things, as well as joining us for a one-shot game or two.